what we see when we watch Oklahoma, or what was discussed in the room, is, again, a very powerful offense. Jalen Hurts has stepped right in.
Yeah, that's the College Football Playoff Committee on the Sooners. This week's opponent for Baylor, and what's likely the national game of the week. 9-0 meets 8-1. Number 12 hosts number 9. The Big 12's top scoring offense faces the Big 12's top scoring defense. There are tons of fascinating storylines Saturday night when Baylor faces Oklahoma in Waco. This will be by far the defense's biggest test of the year, as Oklahoma is averaging almost 600 yards per game heading into this week's showdown and is the top scoring offense in the country. The key for Baylor's defense, which is red hot and the top scoring defense in the league, is to do what it's done through 9 games. Wear down its opponent, get this game into the fourth quarter.
The same as I'm going to say every week, try to make one more play than their team makes. But we know that if we can do that, we're comfortable being in that part of the game. And how do you do that, man? You just go play. I can be uptight some weeks. There's weeks like this where you just respect the opponent and you know it's going to be a lot of fun. You just go play, man. And we'll prepare like crazy. We're preparing right now.
This one is set for 6:30 Saturday night. College Game Day is headed to town. The ESPN Hit pregame show will be live from Touchdown Alley Saturday morning. 2 of the Big 12's 3 players of the week are from Baylor. John Mayers, who kicked that 51-yard field goal to send the game to overtime Saturday, was named Special Teams Player of the Week. Terrell Bernard got Defensive Player of the Week for his career-high 19 tackles, 13 in the first quarter. He also had 3 tackles for loss, a sack, and an INT at TCU. The Crew are 9-0 after a big win over TLU Saturday with just 1 regular season game to go. And even though a playoff spot and the conference title are already in hand, this weekend is one final playoff tune-up. Nikki Lattarulo explains from Belton.
Kurtis, the UMHB Crusaders continue to dominate every team that comes their way. The most recent win over TLU on Saturday, which was a team that was supposed to be competitive for the Crusaders. The outcome, a 41-3 victory. Now that game also clinched the Crusaders a share of the American Southwest Conference title, as well as an automatic bid to the NCAA Division III championship. Now, they'll have a chance to lock in that outright conference title with a win over Sul Ross State this weekend. And while this next game won't be the biggest test the Crew faces all season, head coach Pete Fredenberg says they need to continue to push the envelope because with how good they're playing, the mistakes they've made wouldn't get them a national championship win.
No one wants to be satisfied, because as we've had a big goal ever since we started, and they want to be able to come out of this game feeling real positive about themselves. Regardless of who you play, we got to get better because we're moving into the playoffs and we want to be at a special place at a special time.
And this win would also guarantee the Crusaders home field advantage through the first 4 rounds of the playoffs. That kick is set for 12 noon at Jackson Field in Alpine, Texas. From Crusader Stadium, I'm Nikki Lattarulo, 6 Sports.
This week's Game of the Week takes us to Waco ISD Stadium for a 3A Division I by-district matchup between the West Trojans and Cameron Yeoman. Join us live at 6 and during an all-new Friday Night Lights beginning at 10:10. Well, naming the Black Cat a starter with Tony Romo's number beforehand did not help the Cowboys against the Vikings on Sunday Night Football. It was almost like watching that Baylor offense again in the sense that the Dallas offense started extremely slowly, and even though the Cowboys tied it and kept it close in the second half, Jason Garrett says they just didn't give themselves enough opportunities to win at the end.
They did a good job in the second half running the football. They had a lot of plays in the third quarter of the ball game where they were able to run it and convert third downs and keep drives alive. And our opportunities were fewer and far between.
Next up, the 3-5-1 Detroit Lions. That game is set for noon Sunday up in Michigan. Opening night for the UMHB men down in Belton. The Crew hosting Shriner tonight at the Mayburn Center. UMHB up 7 early. Logan Hicks up top, swings at Devin Bruton for 3. Bang! Crew up 10, it's 17-7. Then, in transition, UMHB pushing it up top inside to Sam Moore, the junior, with the beautiful soft touch at the rim. 2 of his, get this, 42 points on the night. Crusaders win 92-79 over Shriner. Before we go, Grayson College inducted Lady Bears assistant Bill Brock into its Hall of Fame over the weekend, its inaugural class. During the ceremony, they surprised Coach Brock by announcing the court will also be named for the former Grayson head coach beginning next season. You can see he's overcome with emotion. Congratulations, Coach. Well deserved. We'll be right back.